So you've never been to an Orthodox Christian church and you're thinking you want to go? Wonderful! Let's talk about what we can wear. Hey friend, my name is Michaela. I've been an Eastern Orthodox Christian for about 2 years now, if I'm not losing track of time. Maybe almost 3. I married into an Orthodox Christian family. My husband is from Ukraine, so he was born Russian Orthodox, but they were more so like culturally Orthodox, didn't really like live liturgically much. My backstory now is I grew up a total heathen, had a radical coming to Jesus moment in my early 20s, so was big in the non-denominational churches. And then when I met my husband, I discovered what Orthodoxy even was. I'd never heard of it. Just like many of you, all of my non-denominational friends think like Orthodoxy is the same as Catholicism, or like we're this weird like cult of people. So I really try to just be like the normal girl on the internet, making a sort of bridge to the Orthodox Christian faith because I'm very normal and this wasn't my life. So I'm learning it and sharing it as I go. There's definitely women in the faith who are way wiser and more devout and holier than me that can give you better advice than I can. But if you're just a normal girl who can feel a little bit intimidated by how holy you can become within Orthodoxy and how far you may feel from that now, hey, I feel like we'd be great friends. So welcome to my messy closet that gets shared amongst 4 people, me, my husband, and his mom and dad have some storage stuff in here as well. So there's a lot going on, but I just wanted to take you through some of my things and show you what I wear to church. Now, mind you, I go to a Greek Orthodox church that is very Americanized. I live in America. I live in South Florida. I feel like the internet almost canceled me yesterday over a reel I posted. The Orthodox internet almost canceled me because I showed some dresses and options you can wear to an Orthodox church, and I forget that I go to a less conservative church. There's definitely some that are way more conservative. Like my first experiences going to Orthodox churches, the first one I ever went to was Ukrainian. And so I did have to wear the head covering. And then I went to churches in Ukraine where we had to like go buy one. We didn't have one. And in order to even enter, you had to wear the head covering. So I'm going to just share some tips, but also like know where I'm coming from and the fact that I'm still being sanctified in my journey of modesty. But also it takes a little bit of time to redo a whole wardrobe. Like it took me some time to develop like Protestant Christian clothes. And now I'm in my phase of trying to develop more Orthodox Christian clothes. And so that's a journey. Like we can do the best we can with what we have. But it's funny because I look back on what I wore, even like the first times going to an Orthodox church, and I'm like this little short suit here. Like for me, this was modest. This was really modest. But now I really wouldn't wear shorts to church anymore. I know not to really do that. So this will be like if I'm at a real estate listing with my husband, I can wear that outfit. But okay, so just some quick pointers here. I would say for your first time going to an Orthodox church, it's better to go more conservative than you think you're going to need to be, especially if you've never been to that church before. So based on the comment section, which is really where it's at in any of the videos I post, check the comments what are more pious expertise Orthodox Christian sisters have to say. They said the rule of thumb is if you can't do a prostration in it, don't wear it to church. Well, at our church, I've never seen anybody but maybe one person do a prostration. So that was never in my calculations of what to wear to church before. Mainly for me, I was like, okay, can I bend over with a baby and still be appropriate? So that was kind of how I based it. But if it's your first time at an Orthodox church, you don't know exactly how much they do follow the traditions and do things like that. So can you do a prostration in it? Also know that you will be standing for a large period of time. I don't own but kitten heels at this point in my life. Like I, as a mom who's always running around, who's busy, who goes to Orthodox church now, like you will not catch me in heels. But there are some superhero moms at our church. Like I can't believe it. Every week there are the 6-inch healers. And you know what? I just think they are rock star superheroes. I don't know how they do it. And they carry babies on their hip at the same time. So I would say wear comfortable shoes, be able to bend over in case the one that you are going to, you do prostrations. Wear something, this was another good advice I saw in the comment section. If you wouldn't be comfortable seeing your priest in it, it's probably not appropriate to wear. Okay, so recapping, go more conservative than you think you need to be, wear comfortable shoes, wear something that you would feel comfortable seeing a priest or spiritual father in, or your grandpa if you've never been to, an Orthodox church to understand the reverence of approaching a spiritual father and priest. 4, bring a head covering just in case. A lot of Orthodox churches in America, like nobody wears them, and even the priests will tell the congregation, don't wear it. It's a little tea tradition, though this is highly controversial, I've learned since being an Orthodox Christian. Some priests say, yes, this is an amazing thing for your humility and growing closer to God and focusing on humility and prayer while at church. And other priests will say this is a little tea tradition of ancient times and certain cultural things, and that you don't have to wear it. So you don't know. If you've never been to this church, bring one just in case. Okay, let's try on some outfits. Dress number 1. This was actually the most modest dress I owned for quite some time. I got this dress for my daughter's baptism when she was first born. So this is a couple years ago. She was baptized at how old? 2 months, maybe 3 months or something like that. So I got this for her baptism when I was still postpartum. I got it on Amazon. I love this dress. I feel so comfy in it. But the comment section of my reel still ate me up because it doesn't go all the way to my knees. A lot of Orthodox churches, especially the more conservative ones, the women in the comments said a dress needs to go minimum to your knees. So take this with a grain of salt. This one in the comments, everyone said was the only appropriate Orthodox church dress I own. So this one apparently got thumbs up around the board, though I do know at a monastery, even my arms would have to be covered, but I don't go to a monastery. Some of my friends do go to a monastery every Sunday, which is awesome. And in that case, I would need a totally different wardrobe. This one is a very common style you can expect to see, especially in more conservative, humble Orthodox churches. It's feminine. It's really good material, so I'm not going to get hot in it. I think this dress is just from Billabong, but my husband hates this dress. He thinks I look like a grandma. Oh my gosh, that's actually really cute. I wish my husband approved of this look. Pray for him. I also got this dress on Amazon when I was postpartum, and it still fits me today. I wear this dress all the time. I wear it to church. I wear it at home. It's super comfy, good material. You don't overheat in it. I did get hate that in one of my posts at church, you could see my tattoos. I have tattoos. I told you I was a heathen before Christ. So now if I wear this, I've become more mindful of not showing too much shoulder or chest or anything like that. So if I wear this to church, I'd either throw on a cardigan or a shawl. Anything that's got little sleeves, I just throw on a shawl or something like this. Okay, next, you guys have seen me post about this little skirt shirt combo. I just got this as a gifted collab from Bohm. So I love this one. It is almost approved. Almost. But when I wear it to church, I will throw on my shawl since it's a sleeveless outfit. And I've been noticing lately, even though I go to a church where most women don't wear head coverings, I do see most of them, not the younger generation, but the older generation, it's everybody has a shawl at least. But I've had people tell me too, church isn't a fashion show. Don't think too much about what you wear. That's true. That's true. We should be modest and not think too much about adorning ourselves. But a lot of people want to know what they can wear because my channel is for newbies that are coming for the first time and you don't know what to wear, and I'm trying to bring those people peace. So I just feel like I need to keep specifying who my content is for and who it's not for. I don't have much to add value-wise for the most pious Orthodox Christians. I'm here for the noobs to provide a bridge to the church and make it seem not so scary, because if a normal girl like me can go, you can go too. This one is also from Bohm. So beautiful, Forest Fairy. This one is linked in my Shop My as well. I will say, living in Florida, I kind of overheated the last time I wore this one because it's It's not like the most breathable material, but it's so cute for the times I do pop out in it. And yeah, it's got a little chest lack of coverage, so little shawl to make things right. I love when you guys comment because I feel like all of the big sister mothers show up in my comments, and I love to get your advice since I am new. So like, thank you every time you lend your advice and encouragement. And someone said, maybe it was here on YouTube, if you wouldn't wear it to church, you shouldn't wear it at all, which is something to think about, but it's something I've been reflecting on. All these little like nuggets of wisdom stay in my brain, and I continue chewing on them, and God keeps working in my heart about those things. So, okay, the last one I'm going to show in this little tour is this one. This feels so good. Like, I would wear this one all the time. I got this at Nordstrom Rack. The material is so lightweight. It's very just humble yet chic, not drawing attention to yourself. This is a great option. Of course, if it's your first time in an Orthodox church, bring your shawl. Bring your shawl, just in case. If you feel up to it, cover your head. A lot of churches will require such. A lot of them will look at you like, who the heck is this person? And before anybody comes at me for like misinterpreting anything I've said about like what people do versus what we should do, like a great thing, an example people have given me is that we look to the saints as our models of what to do, and that when you look at all of the Orthodox women saints who are women, they all wore long dresses and head coverings, and that was so beautiful and feminine. And so regardless of what people in your parish are doing around you or how your friends are dressing, I think we should keep in mind looking to the saints as our source of inspiration for how we should dress. Not even me, not even this girl on the internet, but I just wanted to sort of bridge the gap and give you some options of what you can wear. I know some people think I'm like so immodest. Like I said, I felt like the Orthodox internet was canceling me yesterday for all my harlot dresses. Everybody was very kind. Everyone was very kind about their feedback. But I made that reel because the church I go to, I see way worse. I see yoga pants, tank tops, midriffs, full chests. Like, I see a lot going on. So I made that reel as sort of a help to grow in modesty. And then everybody came for me for my lack of modesty. I was like, I thought I was doing good. But anyways, that just makes me think of one last thing I want to tell you guys. If you are just a normal girl like me and you have felt not Orthodox enough for the Orthodox, but yet too religious for the rest of the world, or maybe your non-denominational friends, that is exactly how I felt in my journey of becoming Orthodox. And so I have created a school community that I'm really excited to start to share with you guys more. This is going to be a community where just sisters in Christ who are learning how to be more His can come together and just share authentically about that journey, lend each other our advice, our experience. You can ask questions. We're going to have monthly book club. That'll be really fun. I'm thinking the first book we're going to read together is St. Porphyrios, The Life and Wisdom of St. Porphyrios, because I started reading that book, and I'm going to put it down and I'm going to wait for the book club, because this book just radiates out Christ's love, and that is truly why we change. That is truly why we become more sanctified and grow closer to Him, is out of love, not out of fear or force or I have to dress like this, but no, for the love of God, you know? And so I just wanted to create a space where normal girls, like, this probably isn't for the super pious Orthodox woman who has it all together and like knows everything perfectly, but for the Orthodox woman who feels far off from perfection, who looks at the other Orthodox creators online and thinks, man, I don't know how to do any of this or be any of this, and it's just impossible for me, so I'm just not even going to try. Like, I want us to have a community where we can strive to become more His and become saints together. So I called it Beloved and Becoming, and it's still up in the works, but I would love to start the book club in August. So definitely comment down below. I'll share the link to join the school community. And, you know, I have a membership here on YouTube where I get to share more like behind the scenes YouTube videos of my life. And I was like, figuring out school, I'm like, so what's different with school? Well, what's different is it's not all about like me and what I'm sharing. It's about a community that we have, that we grow together in. And it's more about you guys getting to connect even with each other and more intimately with me, and having those monthly Zoom calls and check-ins and being able to ask questions. So it's something I'm really excited about. I just want more like normal Orthodox Christian girlfriends who are at a similar stage in their journey of theosis, to be able to come together and grow together. So if that is of interest to you, please let me know in the comments. I'm so excited to launch it. And yeah, all of these dresses you can find linked in my Amazon storefront or my ShopMy. And I hope this video is helpful for you. If you have any questions or feedback about, you know, what to wear, what to bring to Orthodox Church, if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. That's all for now, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you again next time.